Hello everyone. In today's video, you will learn how to use ChatGPT to filter out all the spam emails from your customer service hotline. Well, for any kind of business, you need to have at least one email posted all the time in your website, something like info@mycompany.com. And then 5% or at least 10% of the incoming emails are spams. The reason is very simple. People search for the keywords of your business, and if your web page happen to be inside of the first 100 page of the results, that there's this web crawler that crawl all the email-like address from your website. And naturally, you will be inside of some list, and this list will be sold to people who have this need. So if you don't get any spam email, this is also not a good indicator. It means that you do not rank up in any kind of search algorithm. That's also bad. Well, first thing that many people, when they look at this title today, they think that, okay, nothing interesting, nothing too sexy about it. Like people are not willing to pay too much for this kind of services anyway. But from the other side of like perspective, because spam emails are like this kind of emails that everybody hates. If you do something with it, like automatically, there is no objections. And this is a very good topic for something like foot in the door conversation. You can use this as the first step to automate your customer service. And then you can start to think of other cooler topics. Because we all know that customer service hotline require a lot of input of human labor. There are a lot of efforts from big companies, but at the same time, small or medium companies, they are very reluctant to invest a lot. I'm going to show you that you don't need to invest a lot. You can have some anti-spam algorithm running all the time by paying a little bit to ChatGPT, which I guess is affordable for every business owner watching the video right now. So I'm going to directly to show you the prompt I use when I fed into ChatGPT. So basically what I tell ChatGPT to do is that look at this screenshot of the email I received. Tell me a percentage of how likely this email is a spam email. And also skip all the derivation. I don't need to know the derivation. Just give me a number in the end. So, I mean, obviously, as you can see in the screen right now, this works, right? So today's video is not as simple as that. Okay, what I'm going to talk about in the next of the video, in the following minutes of the video, is going to show you how you can use your domain knowledge to help ChatGPT to have a better accuracy. Well, the accuracy without knowing any background information is already very high. But the issue is that we need to understand the corporate dynamics. So if you want to push some kind of project like this, you will face some opposition. Basically, people, this is not some kind of criticism. I'm trying to say what is the realistic picture. People get used to their previous work styles. If you go there, even if it was something very small, like changing how they treat the spam, people don't like to change. And when you launch this program, people want to see you fail so that they can go back to their comfort zone, don't need to change anything and continue their routine, unless your project is initiated from some kind of authority. So this is a simple truth that basically you cannot give them a semi-product and wish it works or do some iterative update. This doesn't work in conservative corporates. What you have to do is try your best, be the 100%, and try to make this accuracy as high as possible so that there is really no valid reason to go against your proposal, right? So, and indeed, this is possible. I'm going to show you the following tips and to clear out the doubts from coworkers. By the way, the other potential risk when try to treat spam using some kind of program is there is a certain possibility that some very valuable business inquiry could be identified as spam. Well, this will lead to very bad results, right? Because organic traffic are very valuable. Okay, so I'm going to show you the following step that is guaranteed to improve your classification accuracy. So the first tip is to try to give ChatGPT some information about your industry, about your company, about the role, so that it has a better background. So I'm going to use this spam as an example. So this spam come to me saying that he is a furniture manufacturer, and basically he wants to sell some furniture to our company. Well, basically, right now, ChatGPT cannot tell whether this is a spam or not. But if you provide some information like we are in the solar industry, and then you see this accuracy jump directly a lot, and then you see this information help ChatGPT boost the performance immediately, right? So give some background information about what company you are in, like what kind of business, what is your business scope, what are type of your customer targeted companies, areas of focus, what kind of companies you are mostly likely to cooperate with, and what kind of companies are your competitors. Just like tell all the information to ChatGPT. So you can enter this information in this system information here. That's the bottom of your ChatGPT tool. And the second direction is really related to your work experience. So go to your customer service coworker and ask him what type of spam you receive the most. This is very industry specific, and I just summarized 7 types of spam you see all the time in any kind of industries. So the first one is hotels flight spam. That, for example, this is basically very self-explanatory. They try to sell some accommodation at your at the region of your company. And the second area of spam is contact lists. For a lot of B2B businesses, it's very crucial because there are just so much, like business partner existing in the market. So therefore, the owners of big events, they collect some data from the participant, and then he use the data saying, if you want to use it for your commercial purpose, you can purchase at a price from us. This is like contact list. Sometimes it's useful. And the third kind of spam is logistic type of spam. So if you are delivering some products, you need logistic to ship, from China to Germany or vice versa. And the fourth type of spam is that they try to sell you some raw material, or something like your product. So basically, they are sending their spam to their direct competitors. This obviously doesn't work, but I mean, it's controlled by some automatic, program, so they really don't care. So this is also this type of spam. The fifth type of spam is like, research, invitation to some certain event or some kind of survey. And the next type of spam is that people offer you to do some SEO optimization so that your company's name will rank up in the search algorithm. Sometimes there are also this kind of, like website, internet security kind of stuff. They find some problem with your website, you should address them immediately, this kind of spam. And the last type of spam, actually, I quite admire this kind of spam, is that there are, job seekers, and they send their CVs and their motivation letter to the customer service center, which I really don't understand, but I guess maybe it increases their chance, if someone is super nice at the customer service, So basically the point is that this is very industry specific, and probably you should go to somebody who is actually handling the tickets and basically summarize all kind of spam that you have seen before, and then tell ChatGPT what are these type of spam and what are some kind of keywords. For example, so the spam, it comes with some sales pitch like, this costs this much. So basically try to give some examples to ChatGPT, tell them that this is a typical spam in this category, and then ChatGPT will learn from them. Okay, and then there comes this boring part, right? So definitely, right now I show you how to identify spam one by one, and by doing all of the tips I mentioned, your accuracy will be incredibly high. But this only applies to one single ticket, right? You are not going to copy paste the content of an email and paste it to ChatGPT and then wait for the results, because you could do this at the bottom of your head, like very quick, within milliseconds. So actually, in the end, this is we need to let programs talk to another program instead of human talk to a program and program then talk to another human. So what does it come to play is that you need to use this API calls. So if you don't know about API, there's no problem. So this is just a brief guideline of how to use this API to automate the process. So basically go to your IT saying that I want to set up an API to use ChatGPT, and then there need to be another API to connect to your customer service, platform. For example, Zendesk, Salesforce, or any other kind of CRM, any other kind of like service platform that you use that can provide API framework. Basically, then you can let your customer service platform tickets directly talk to ChatGPT, and then you get this number from ChatGPT. And if it was over 50, or if you want to be very strict, over 90%, then you identify it as a spam, and then go to some kind of folder, and nobody in your company, no agents need to look at that tickets again. So this is doable, and this is like incredibly cheap. And also you don't need to care about like data issues, because if you look at the term of service of ChatGPT, they will use your data very carefully, and your data will not be used as the training data unless you explicitly tell ChatGPT that they can do that. If you're in the European regions, then be a little bit careful that you should not send your the customer's informations like the phone number, first name, second name, email address, this kind of information to some companies that live outside of Europe. This is required by the GDPR laws. But in any kind of customer service platform, this is easily doable. Just like remove all this personal information and then send only the content of the message. Okay, so I hope right now everything is clear to you. accept this technical part, let's look at some, funny tickets I collect during my work experience. The first kind of funny ticket is that they are very fancy. They try to use as many colors as possible in their tickets, and basically it just helped me to identify that they are a spam. No serious business will have like more than 3 colors inside of the body of the email. So I can give you some examples on the screen right now. And the second type of funny spam that I see is that they are like talking about like price from the beginning to end. It's just like a price list. I guess it works if you are really like price sensitive. If your company is really price sensitive, maybe there is a chance that you can find some, other product provider. But in big company, I think like the price is one part. The other part is whether you are reliable or not. And like, and then your approach doesn't work. And then there is this job seekers that send their CV. This is a real story that I found some CV. I look at the CV out of curiosity, and this is actually a very good CV. And then I said, please send me your LinkedIn account, and then I can refer you to the HR of our company. And then he said, this is the exact reply from him. So he said, I don't need you to refer my resume to the HR. I can do it myself. So I really don't understand. Then basically after that, for any kind of job seeker CV, I just threw them directly into spam folder. And lastly, I really want to give you some example that I think somehow works. If our company have the need at that moment, probably we will really seriously consider that. But like what they offer is of very low priority, but their approach is worth studying. So look at these 2 examples. So this first example saying that I found some bugs in your website. If you are interested, I can send you some kind of report. By the way, it only worked for the first time, and then I realized that everybody talked to us. There are some bugs or there are some typos on the website, and then it doesn't work anymore. There is this other spam on the right now. So it's basically about he will give us some free tips of how to optimize our SEO rankings, because people are really buying into this free magic. If it was something free, there could be nothing wrong about this. At least I replied to both of the emails because I'm really curious about what exactly could they provide. So in today's video, we discussed some possibility to use ChatGPT to filter out the spam. This could be a very interesting start for your AI transformation in your company. So once again, my name is Xiaolu. I'm a data expert in the field of decision making. If you want to integrate AI and data in your normal business life, consider like and subscribe my channel. I will update you on the latest news and latest finding I have throughout my own experience. We see each other next time. Bye bye.